Hey everybody, and welcome back to Chicago Reacts. My name is Michael. I'm an actor here in the lovely city of Chicago, and I am joined by the ever brilliant, the always talented, the one, the only
Zach, also an actor here in the city of Chicago and someday worldwide. Happy Merry Christmas to all of y'all. We are actually in here on Christmas Eve.
I mean, technically you are worldwide everywhere that Tubi is available, right? Because your movie is on Tubi. That's awesome.
Asbury Park, check that one out.
Yeah.
Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are more than thrilled to be spending our Christmas Eve with internet historian.
Yes. Obviously, this is probably like mid-January for you, but for us, it's Christmas Eve, so we're excited to be here.
Nobody better to get us in the true holiday cheer than our good old buddy, good old pal.
So we are reacting to Bikelock, Fugitive of Berkeley by internet historian.
This is gonna be.
I'm excited. We've been doing we've been doing Internet Historians podcast.
Yes.
What dark mode is that what it's called? Or
Incognito
mode. That's what it is.
It's we like to call it his animated podcast.
Yeah, his animated podcast. So we're back with like a true internet historian video. Maybe true is not the right word, but like, OG internet historian.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. It's been a minute. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Looking forward to touching up on our history yet again, courtesy of Mr. Historian.
Hey all, if you are liking this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything else, and leave a juicy comment in that comment section down below.
Juicy, baby.
Let us know if there's anything else you want to react to, or if there's anything crazy that you know about this story that you think we would love.
And then also feel free to check out our new Twitch channel, Chicago Plays, which we are building up a follower base very quickly, which is super exciting.
And also, what I'm super excited about, Chicago Reacts Movies and TV.
Yes.
There is a link to that channel in the description down below. Our Band of Brothers reactions have been being posted on our YouTube channel, but if you want the full thing, go check that out on Patreon.
Yes.
We are so excited. We're having so much fun.
And we're also checking out The Witcher 2.
Yes, that is going to be releasing after Band of Brothers, or maybe intermingled. I'm not entirely sure, but you will see it. So go subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that either. And with that,
let's jack in.
Let's jack into the Matrix.
Let's jack in, baby.
Yeah, anyway, jacking in.
April 15th, lest we forget, was one of the biggest PvP battles in recent
Also,
history.
texting.
Red Pill Alliance versus Antifa Horde. Outside of the battlefield, GMs and mods stood around doing nothing.
Hey, how come you guys are hanging back?
So here's the scene.
That'd be a good question for the chief of police.
Elven Warlock, Gypsy Spec. She attempts snatch, miss. Female Pandaren monk steps in. She uses light slapping. It's very ineffective. This neutral NPC is keeping everyone calm. There'll be no fight today. But then, a rogue comes forward. He pops out of stealth. Cheap shot. 900 critical damage and stunned for 2 seconds.
Oh, dang.
That's a nice mace. Check that out. Oh yeah. Level 90 Bikelock, plus 40 strength with a 50% proc bleed.
Oh no.
The rogue uses Vanish and slinks back into the
Yo, that's a gnarly hit.
Yeah, that's not okay.
He finds a priest in time, but he needs a trip to the hospital. And several stitches. Jokes aside, this is assault with a deadly weapon. This guy should be locked up.
Wow.
The masked man, presumably after finding that his bike was stolen, walked home that night. He slipped into his comfy bed, and after a hard day smashing fash, he slipped into a deep sleep.
He's going to be caught by the time he wakes up. Is that what we're getting at?
I don't know. It's going to be the internet catching him.
Something was off. His phone was going absolutely bananas. During the night...
Wait, I want to go back and read those texts because all I saw was we like to offer you a job. I want to read the text on his phone.
All right, here we go. All right. We got to get your pause button ready.
All right.
All right, lol, you're an idiot. I have no son.
MTV News, we'd like to offer you a job.
They're saying you hit some innocent guy with a bike lock. Dude, you're on the news. Delete my number. Mom, Dad.
See, we're looking for those internet historian Easter eggs.
Dad says, well, you're an idiot.
I have no son. Let me see.
Call me Antifa HQ. Call me right now.
We're on those Easter eggs.
They saw what had happened and they were outraged by it. They unholstered their autism and aimed it squarely at the masked man. The hunt.
See, they're gonna
was on.
find him.
They broke down every bit of footage they could.
Yo.
They compiled it all.
What?
They found this man who matched every detail. Let's break down the clues. Shoes, match. Eyes.
Let's enhance it.
Blue, match. Glasses, match. Height, approximately 15 Starbucks Ventis. That's a match. They started superimposing his face to confirm. Match. They used facial recognition software. Match. And then this footage surfaced, where his mask slipped off.
Match.
Bingo. Next, they would start compiling information. His social media, address, phone number, employment. Turns out he's a teacher's assistant at a local university, specializing in ethics and moral philosophy.
The state has a monopoly on how we conceive of justice.
All of this information was forwarded to the police. Employers were contacted. The employers made a statement. Then they scrubbed his name from their staff profiles. By now he was getting spooked. He went silent on social media and into hiding. Major publications follow up and start printing his name. Wanted posters went up. And citizens were reporting sightings. But to date he is still on the run. So for now he's just another name to add to Pol's new Antifa database. Hey, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I just got off the phone with Antifa. They said we can join, but we need to bring our own Bikelocks. Are you in? Yeah, that sounds good. We'll bring everyone. Rebel Fire, Satan, and Fat Brenus.
Fat Brenus?
Yo, yeah. I mean,
I actually heard something about this story. I guess he was eventually caught and he was put in jail.
yeah.
And not jail. I think he got like 3 years of probation and something. But they did finally catch him and they did get justice for him.
Yeah. I mean, you just can't hit people with bike locks. Like,
Right.
that's just not okay. Like,
Yeah. And I like how Internet Historian didn't make it at all political. Because this was at a political rally.
yeah. Oh,
So
that was clear. Yeah.
Right. He was.
I mean, he was focused more on on the internet's ability to find people that
Right,
do
right.
bad things, you know? And I think, like, yeah.
Yeah, no, I love it. Because I know a lot of people came to that man's defense too, because I think it was at because it was like a Trump rally and he was attacking the Trumpers, or I don't know if it was a Trump rally, but a lot of like people were coming to his backing because of political reasons, and that doesn't in any way, shape, or form justify the actions of that individual. And again, Internet Historian beautifully, simply, concisely, very humorously put that story together of how he was found. Just another brilliant example of how the internet can absolutely win any battle thrown.
I wonder if there's a follow-up, because I loved that, but I was
like kind of
wanting more. It left me wanting. You left me
anticlimactic a little
wanting
bit,
Internet
like-
Historian. I was like, okay, cool. They found it. Like, they are pretty sure they figured it out. I mean, I think it's interesting, like, to see sort of the internet's sort of flavor of anonymity be taken into the public light with a lot of the protesting that was going on. Like, on both sides, like people wearing masks and, like, you know, feeling anonymous and feeling maybe a sense of power that they wouldn't have if they weren't, you know? Like, yeah, I think it's like, I don't know.
It's kind of interesting that you talk about the mask thing too, because I actually just over the last like 3 or 4 days watched Squid Game. Yes.
Yeah.
And
man.
the
How you
the
doing?
themes,
Like,
oh my god, that's for
like
another
the level
video.
of
but-
anonymity with like, and obviously we'll try to avoid like any big spoilers, but you know, like the
Yeah.
people running the game are masked, so there's a level of anonymity.
Yeah,
Is
and
that like what you're talking about?
Kind of, yeah. And I just saw how fitting it was that show and a lot of the themes expressed in the show, particularly through the art direction and the direction itself, but kind of like came out during this time where everybody is masked. So that there's kind of like this meta philosophical view that one would take while watching that show now too, that I don't think otherwise would be possible. But I think when you overlay that on top of this video that we just watched and the idea of anonymity via the mask, like it's strange how empowering the mask and the mask of the internet can be to people.
Yeah, like I know obviously like being masked is a safety precaution. Obviously now I don't know if that was pre, pandemic or anything like that. But obviously a lot of people are wearing masks for protests, also for like pepper spray and like to protect them against that stuff. So like, but yeah, it's interesting like what. Yeah, I wonder if people are more because of those things, because of like literally like faceless people in crowds, if it has like an immediate like dehumanizing or desensitizing effect to people. Like,
I don't think it's so much dehumanizing or desensitizing. I just think that the psychology of being one contained within the boundaries of a group where people are exposed to other people that might share similar ideas. All of a sudden, things that maybe were questionable in terms of morality beforehand now take on this entirely different approach when you're in a group where everybody is masked and everybody does share similar ideologies to you.
Yeah, and there's like a clear boundary between people that you disagree with.
A very clear boundary of us and them. Yes, it's kind of it's really fascinating. The psychology of that. And wow, an internet historian video taking us down the path. Always
making us think. That's for sure. Man. Love me some internet historian. Yeah, let us know in the comment section what you think of this video. Like, we love reacting to it. Obviously, it's always like, again, like seeing how the internet's effect on the real world. Like, man, I feel like growing up, or like even now, when you like, I got into an argument on Facebook or something like that, and then there's a certain degree of like, well, it's just the internet. That's sort of a comment, like. And I feel like that's sort of been the case for a long time. But what I love about almost every internet historian video is that it's like, hey, here's this internet culture thing that is affecting the real world. Like, this thing isn't just the internet. Like, it is our world, which I don't think that's a new take. But, I think it helps sort of digest the impact of what this thing that we engage with every day for much more time than I would like to admit has an effect on us, and it's like these huge communities of people that otherwise wouldn't know each other are able to organize. And like, so it's this, it's on the one hand, an incredibly powerful tool for people of similar ideology to connect and organize. Obviously on the other, it's like, these crazy algorithms that are like,
and to me,
probably poisoning us and making us super depressed.
Internet historian does a really good job of kind of grounding us in the world that we exist today. With this brand new thing that, like you said, has empowered a lot of people, but it's also made me more aware of how many how many different people are out there,
Yeah.
and how many different psychologies and philosophies exist out there in the world. And I mean, I actually saw a video recently that like dove into the different YouTube channels and stuff, and like 4chan profiles of like criminals that existed, like mass shooters and stuff like that, and all these people that look like anybody else on the internet have this really dark side of them. And so it is, I mean, we could talk ad nauseum about this type of stuff.
Yeah.
And I do think it's cool how the internet historian really kind of, he invites these conversations, but in done in such a way where the videos are entertaining and fun, but they make you think, they make you jump to the next stage of questions, and then so it's really cool. That's why we love the internet historian.
A little
and for
appreciation, just a general appreciation for all of internet historian. Really fun.
For anybody that stayed and listened to that conversation and rant by us there, but.
Yeah, we hope you liked our little rant, our little dive into psychology. Let us know what your thoughts are in that comment section down below. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hey, go check out Chicago Plays on Twitch. Chicago Reacts Movies and TVs. There's a link in the description down below. And if you want to keep up with what we are doing, check out our links in the description down below as well. Without any further ado, I think we are going to bid you adieu. And we will see you next time.
Oh, I do bid adieu.
I do bid adieu to you.
I do bid adieu to all of you.
Next time on Chicago Reacts.